My name is Autumn Williams, and this is my application video about how I've been using multiculturalism in the real world and applying it to different settings. So, during this semester, I've been taking a methods English and a methods reading course alongside this course, which is the Introduction to Multicultural Education and Cultural Competency. And I've been using some of the knowledge and content from this course in some of the activities that I've been doing in Methods English. For example, a lot of what we do in Methods English is creating unit plans, lesson plans, whether it's a 3-day unit over a short story or maybe it's a month-long unit over any number of topics. So the example that I've pulled from my class is the latest unit that I've been working on, which is a memoir, truth, and voice unit. And so it kind of explores fact versus fiction, as well as the personal truths that people gain from experience. So asking questions like, what is a fact? Are there any absolute truths? Do personal truths, personal experiences ring true to the same extent as testable facts sometimes? So it helps students hear multiple voices and authors as those authors narrate the important moments from their lives. We'll be reading a variety of memoirs and excerpts from memoirs. And then also some of the activities in the unit will help students develop their own voices. So the way that this relates to multiculturalism and how I've been sort of infusing these two classes together is through my use of transformative curriculum. Banks says on page 210 in our textbook that the transformative curriculum must help students reconceptualize and rethink the experiences of people in both the United States and the world. And he also says that literacy in the transformative curriculum is reconceptualized to include diverse voices and perspectives and is not limited to literacy in the Hirsch sense, so like canonical or mainstream authorities and this huge list of books by, for lack of better words, sort of old, dead, white men. And so I think my unit and its discussions about personal truths and opinions, as well as the variety of readings from authors with various backgrounds like Amy Tan, Jamaica Kincaid, Sherman Alexie, and Marjane Satrapi, to name a few, definitely give students those experiences of people both in the United States and the world. So if you're unfamiliar with those authors, Amy Tan is a Chinese American. You've got Jamaica Kincaid, an African American. Sherman Alexie, an Indian American, and Marjane Satrapi she was from Iran, and she grew up during the Iran Revolution. So in every step of this unit, students are learning about different cultures, they're hearing different voices, but they're seeing how it all comes together with this common denominator of personal experiences and the truth and the messages that people gain from their life experiences. Another thing that I'm applying to this unit is the use of conceptual curriculum, which Banks talks about on page 212. He says a conceptual curriculum helps students understand the ways in which knowledge is constructed. And he talks about how organizing units around a concept or issue is sort of more helpful, more powerful, rather than a particular book or writer. He uses the example of organizing a unit around just revolutions in general and not limiting it to the American Revolution or just one particular revolution. And so that's kind of what I've done with my unit, in that I'm not just teaching students about genre of creative nonfiction or memoir and simply just telling them what it is. I'm helping them explore the way that writers use their voices and their real life experiences to spread their own knowledge as truth. So we've got that understanding that knowledge is constructed, as well as sort of some of the issues and the concepts that go along with fiction, fact, and personal truth. So there's a layer there. There's multiple layers. So, my plans and goals as I continue to use multicultural education in my career, because I haven't started teaching on my own yet, is that I plan to continue using transformative and conceptual curriculum in my career, and I vow to stay away from, a superficial heroes and holidays approach to multicultural education. Just as my unit is using multiple voices and perspectives all along the way, I want to continue doing that with all of the lessons, activities, and reading materials that I give to my students. And I really want to be a cultural mediator and a change agent who helps students understand the desirability of and possibility for social change. And that's something that I think I'd like to kind of step up a little bit, finding ways to incorporate that in my units, getting students to sort of think about how they can apply what they've been learning to their lives, and that they can make changes in things, whether it's their own personal actions affecting themselves, their families, or the community at large. And so I definitely think that this course has started me on my way to reaching some of these plans and goals.